What's good with you, Jeremy? Out here trying to make it, big dog. Try and get a dub or two before I lay down for the night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas.
Jeremy, let me ask you something.
AT&T Stadium
If to just be on the stream, if I played the franchise mode, would you still come hang out?
The Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
I can feel you on that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he almost gets this to the 30, taking down about a yard.
We'll start
shy.
streaming the franchise.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Probably tomorrow. I'm going to go through the whole ordeal, setting it up and all that, and we'll go through it.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
I missed him.
Through it for a solid game.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, almost able to intercept.
I tried to get that one.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of what my dad used
I
to
figured
take me
as
to the
much.
baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray going to look to run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Khalif Williams, thank you for coming through with the like. Khalif, how are you doing? I don't like the defense I'm in.
Called by the Cowboys defense.
That's one thing I'm going to start doing. If I don't like the defense I'm in, just call a timeout. Makes it so much simpler for me. Jeremy, how was your day, man?
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Give me your cornbread!
Pressure gets there this
And we got a
time
4th and super long.
Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as
you know, tomorrow's my hardest day of the week.
And the Cowboys will take over.
I'm going to call my guys in a little bit, talk to each one of them, see what we can do about trying to make tomorrow a little easier on the 3 of us.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Flush to his right.
God.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm going to take the blame for that sack. I only lost 3 yards on it. I'm fine.
Hassan Reddick. And
All
it'll
right.
bring up a second and
So we took a
13.
loss on that one. The play action, he got pressure when we rolled out.
Another try after the first down sack.
It's like,
Prescott.
okay,
Pressure too great, and he goes
why does
down
it
once
feel
more.
like my quarterback
Now, no, we're only 2
has
plays
to go
in,
through
but after
all
giving up back-to-back
this
sacks,
to let
something
that
has to
damn
change with
ball
the
go?
protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
I mean, for real, that's, you know, that's what be blowing me sometimes, because other quarterbacks just, I can't fathom what's going on with that.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It was one-on-one.
Amari Cooper.
When you got one-on-one on the outside, you got to take advantage
and
of
the
it.
Cowboys have taken the early lead. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense
Look.
on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Yeah, look, I can't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing.
So that'll back him up.
Now it's back. What's going on with you, Darren? How was it today?
Further back. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Look, it's doing it again. Marquez Braswell, thank you for coming through. Damn, you still working? Well, hold up. What is it, 2 hours or 3 hours between us? Marquez Braswell, welcome to Gank Gaming. What's going on with you?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball
Gotta
arrived,
get it,
and
man.
I gotta tell you,
What's going on with you, Marquez, man? Welcome to the stream.
Because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be here right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the option, it's Murray. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week
know
for
what?
this, but sometimes when you see it in person,
I'm gonna try this Cub against him, see how he reacts to it.
It goes right out the window.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the option. Running right.
Go ahead, wrap him up.
And he'll be brought down.
Wrap him up, babe. Wrap him up.
40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 12. They'll run the option left. And for a
Hell yeah.
play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Back up a little bit. Give him some room.
Out of the gun, here's
Give it.
Murray. The catch made.
He
by
caught.
DeAndre
Oh, that's
Hopkins.
D-Hop. Yeah.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, it's up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They give it off here to the tight end.
I thought it was a
And they'll
first
work it
down. You can
inside
tell
the
I got
15-yard
caught slipping.
line before it's all said and done.
Honest to
4th
God, I
down,
thought it
no
was a first
problem.
down
Just
already.
a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. It's caught on the right
What
side.
in the hell was
Williams.
that?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to
gonna
be in
need
the
him.
lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal.
What's up,
get a
B?
couple of first
You see, I
downs,
came
run some
back.
plays, run some clock, allow their
It's been a
defense
rough
chance
day
to catch
early
their
on
breath,
for me.
settle down and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott over the middle, Cooper with it. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now.
So how's it going, Brandon?
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1:58 left to play till we hit
That's
halftime.
what's up. Making that bread.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Prescott on first down. Over the
Dang, gone. He got pressure on me quick.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll throw again. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes it gets there. You can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's got his first.
No, this is the S player. Couldn't find the X. Yeah, man, I'm loving this S though, man. For real. It's one hell of a machine, and for only $300, I think I got over.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I mean, honestly.
After taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it, man.
As the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 21.
For real. I wouldn't sit here and lie to you. That's not who I am as a person.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
Real talk.
The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, how you doing today, JJ? Everything good with you?
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let's try something a little slick.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field
Let's go with this
goal
flood.
range. So
what's going on, Weeks? How you doing, fam?
But you try and find a way to get
Hope everything going well at work for you.
In the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Man, what the hell? He tackled my man before he can get the ball.
Deontay Thompson. He's at the 40.
Jesus.
20, 10.
Zeke was getting tackled before the ball got there, and I ain't got no flag.
6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that
I've had one hell of a rough day, Weeks.
Just put it through the goalpost and take the lead.
I swear, it seemed like I can't get nothing going on this jump. I won maybe 1 or 2 all day.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn.
This guy. I can't catch a great. Shit, I already touched the field.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas
I know it
offense
gets
here
like
set to
this.
begin the drive. And
I'm loving the
pick six,
game,
and they
but
decent field
I'm
position
having
and
some
throwing
struggles.
that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make
That's
decisions
picked
on
off.
each drive, and they'll probably help him a
Nah,
little
we
bit
still
with
got
maybe
shot.
some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back
Yeah,
in.
but they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Let's see if
not a
I can catch
problem
him
at all.
over
They
the
just wanna
middle.
Make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Final play of the half. Prescott gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic,
That's
and it's
all right.
intercepted.
Well, I got faith.
And he will be
Believe
brought
me.
down as time is now run
After
out
that last
on
game
this
I played
first
last
half of
night and won it,
action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down.
I'm gonna come
two
out and
still
take my
remain.
time.
We step
We're gonna
aside.
drive right
This
down
is
the field and hang up
NFL
6.
on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
I took off running because it just didn't look right early.
Being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 12 yards.
I got to
there
get
to
my run
first
game
down.
going.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams. At
Yeah,
the
I can
first
have
level.
success against
Make sure
him with
that
the
block's
run.
secured before
Let's
they
see
slide
that.
off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I forgot all about the Heisman was tonight, Jeremy. The person who should win is Devontae Smith, the wide receiver from Alabama.
They'll try and run for it with
If they
Elliott.
give it to a
And he's got the
quarterback,
first
I
down as he's
almost
up to
want
the
to say
45-yard line.
Kyle Trask.
Just a 1-yard
before Mac
pickup on the
Jones.
play, and it'll move
I
the
mean, Kyle put up a
chains.
great year at Florida, and I think he's deserving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
What the
And
hell?
Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Oh, my God.
Picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
That's how I
Flushed
figured
out
Trask
right.
would have a
And now
shot.
He's going to use his legs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Neville Gallimore in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Mike Nugent now to line up for the field goal.
2-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
What the hell? Nobody even picked him up, and I knew he was going to fake it.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The
Get
offensive
it.
coordinator? Sometimes.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
I almost
And
went
the
for 2.
Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Hold up, I'm confused. Mac Jones. Okay, Mac
He
Jones,
was
Trevor
shuffling
Lawrence.
right out of the pocket. You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had
Trask
his eyes
and
down there the
Smith.
whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
All right, we still in the game.
Dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next
We
drive
are
and
still
at the
here
line,
like
the
we
Cardinal
said.
offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Oh, my.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this
I ain't never
before.
think I was
On a
close
screen
enough,
pass,
but
not only
okay.
You're rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal, and I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete.
All right, we still in this.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going
I think his
for it.
career
It's
ended
Murray.
with what? Green Bay, right? Oh, my.
And that's caught
I
inside
jumped.
the 30.
Did y'all see me? I clicked on him and ran across the field and jumped. My player never even jumped.
Touchdown, Arizona.
On 4th
DeAndre
down, man.
Hopkins, 62 yards. And the Cardinals have
That's what I
broken
be
the
talking
tie.
about, yo.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive.
I can't
pushing that
hit
to
the
your
button
team,
no harder,
and
yo, for
following
real.
through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, we in it. We got 3 minutes and 46 seconds to score. All the bad shit that happened, we still in the game.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Thank you.
He's going to take off with it.
We'll take
this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity,
we're just going to come out, we're going to play regular offense.
He has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out.
Now Simmons would have went and got that, and Zeke is running away from it.
To Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
You know, I got this strange feeling. Give it 2 more years. Miami's going to be playing for a national championship.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
You know, they're having a rough period down there. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not a, what's that guy's name? Derek King. He tore his ACL. I'm not a big fan of his. I hate his decision-making as a quarterback. I mean, unless that guy's wide open, he has no clue where to go with the football. Or at least that's what it looks like at times.
Before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's out of bounds.
First down.
Gets to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, a couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 2.
Right back to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Murray to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Men's or women's?
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Murray.
We were getting to him
He's
early.
carrying it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial
We
up
were
the
getting
long
to him at
way
one
out
point
there,
with
but it'll be
ease.
3rd down.
Now it's
I'm
a
looking at
struggle.
this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, we got
And
it.
this is going to be intercepted.
Get that block.
Woods with a pick.
Yes, sir.
Xavier Woods.
Oh, and that's a nice
Woo.
job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Oh, my
So from the
goodness
36
gracious.
now, 1st
Y'all
and
just
10.
don't know.
On the counter, Elliott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
18-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Hey,
See
Weeks,
what they do here.
that one's for you, man, because you kept me in it mentally. That one is for you.
That they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't
Give a
get it
big
done.
shout out to
However,
Weeks
treated
Gaming.
Really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to tell this guy a good game. I don't want to, but I don't think it's necessary. He got some lucky stuff. Oh, excuse me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start with the option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's up in.
Damn, that looked like that play they were running against the Bears Sunday.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 44-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Give me your cornbread.
Go down, a Cowboy sack. The
Oh, man.
Marcus Lawrence with a sack. Rodgers now
Timeout.
after the sack. He'll lead the pack
I don't like
up
the defense
on
I'm in.
3rd and long. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Give me that.
Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one
Boom,
back
baby.
into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zerline lining up for the
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want
What
it
happened with
way.
So instinct a lot of times. If you see
I forgot his
ahead
name.
of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact
But he's
right
having
play to
mental
do. That's
issues or
knowing
something?
when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
No, it was like the new kid. Like this is his second or third year.
Left. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're going to have this across
He's
midfield
black.
and inside the
I don't know if that helps.
That goes for
He's
a
got
gain of 31.
a funny
So the big
throw.
play gets him across midfield
I
now
know it's
for
not
first
Anthony
and 10.
Edwards. That's the rookie at Minnesota. But you could almost say they look a little alike.
Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but
Whoever it
it's
is, I think he's away from the
Devontae
team. I saw it on
Adams, the intended
ESPN.
receiver. And
I
it's
didn't
second
care
down.
enough to really
One
look
thing I
at
have
it.
learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
Oh, you gotta be
This is caught
shitting me.
inside the 15. They will get this
That was on
into the
4th
end
down,
zone.
wasn't it?
Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis. 46 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Prescott on first down. He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there's...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Yes, we got it.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this one will be returned to right around the...
All right, let's get another one in. We won 2 in a row. Let's see if we can make it 3. Hey, Jeremy, give me a second. I'm going to look and see if I can find it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very one.
Them damn Ravens are back.
In Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Man.
It's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for
Damn.
the Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Brown out there getting burnt.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
All right, we just got to focus and lock in.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for
Oh, my.
and that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed.
What can I say or do?
Send him deep. Try and throw some air on.
That's who I was talking about, Jeremy. Did you see that last play? Did you see the last freaking play? You tell me what I'm supposed to do. I sent Gallup on a go. Ball right there. He
Now
just.
comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
What am I supposed to do? Is it bitching and whining when it's right there for everybody to see? What more can I do?
And the Ravens, they'll take
Damn.
At their own 36-yard line.
Playing one of the top teams in the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going deep for Brown.
That's mine.
In a double coverage, and it's
Move.
intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take on.
All right, Jeremy. Hey, tomorrow I don't have to get up till 4. No, 3:45. My bad. All right, man. You be safe, man. I appreciate you coming through the stream.
Free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Man, what the hell?
Rifles one that's intercepted.
I'm ready to quit.
By Patrick Queen, and his guys are going to get the football at the
That ball was supposed to be
37-yard
leading
line.
him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37.
Yeah, man. God bless
1st
you
and
too.
10.
Tomorrow evening, franchise mode.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
What's going on, Green Legion? I don't need a scheme. My offense is nice. My offense is like that. I need the game to cooperate with me the way it does everybody else at times. I'm calling plays, wide open players. I try to lead my players. It just doesn't work out. But it's all good. How you doing, man? Where you from? Who's your squad?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's what's up. So tell me, how do you see your team's future? With or without Cam? With or without Josh McDaniels? No blocks. Not near block.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Jesus Christ, I ain't never seen nothing like it. He'll run directly in the way.
Bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
Okay, the quarter ended. I was getting ready to say, I know I picked the play.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
I keep calling a play.
As we step aside here in this second quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
I can see what you're saying.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott.
But that's a lot of touch. Yeah, I can see this game. I'm not even going to put myself through the frustration. The score was supposed to be 7-up, and I don't know. The way I see it, I don't believe Cam failed New England. I think New England isn't ready for a quarterback of his style. And then the wide receivers aren't suitable.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas.
Oh,
and
God,
the
them
very
damn
wonderful
Ravens again.
AT&T
Same
Stadium in
guy.
Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for
It just
football
feels like
as the Cowboys get set to
the wide
match up
receivers are
with
built
the
for a
Baltimore
short,
Ravens.
strong, suited passing game, and that's not Cam Newton.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
I think the defense will be pretty good if everybody returns.
They'll throw on
But
first
hell,
down
that was a
Jackson.
defense I banked on in my fantasy league that let me down tremendously. I just want to put that out there.
The intended receiver, and that'll bring up
I mean,
second
hell,
down.
even against the
Get man
Jets the
coverage on the
first go
outside, and my
round,
scouting report on these DBs
they
tells me
just
that they love to
faltered.
take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 75 yards. And the Ravens have... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard
My
to
dude
appreciate
just stopped.
how truly fast they can move.
He
That is
actually
incredible.
In this
stopped.
league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right route.
I swear, y'all would think I could make this up.
Stuff. They have these precise arrows.
My player actually stopped.
Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where
He
you look at
went,
the fastest guy and say,
covered,
"Come on, go get it, big man."
and then stopped.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
I know one
Cooper,
thing.
his intended receiver.
I
And it'll be
expect New
2nd
England to
down.
make a big trade this draft.
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they'll let that play the complete
something
pass
going,
stand
and
as
this
they decline the
happens.
penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Wow.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft
yeah.
process, when he came
But
out
this
of
is my
Alabama
thing.
and was
If
inquiring
Bill's such a
about him
defensive
and his
coach,
skills, they say it all began back in
why
Miami.
wasn't it
He really
more-
became a pro receiver at a young
what's the
age
word I'm
because
looking
of his
for?
attention to detail and precision. But
More
don't forget his
stringent.
athletic ability. That's what
I
made
expected
that
a
catch there.
strong
It's
running
been 1 year
game.
with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there. so
And
that
why the
was
hell
back
is
in
he
high
so
school.
multifaceted with running backs?
2nd and goal from the
Hell,
6
has New
this
England
time.
had a starting running back since Corey Dillon? Is that the last one back y'all had?
They'll try again with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Cowboys 3.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Down Baltimore.
Jackson going to run again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Steps away. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 16. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Jackson escaping the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're
I
going
mean,
for
damn. We parted like the Red Sea.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it's going to make our score 15-3.
Makes the score Ravens 15, Cowboys 3.
Brad Waymire, thank you for the like and the follow. Welcome to Gang Gaming. How you doing? We're playing the overpowered Ravens. Even when you're wide open, your players will not look for the ball. And if they are wide open, they won't catch it more than likely, you know. But we in it till we lose. Got 2 minutes. Try to score something else.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that going to be
like I said,
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on
where you
defense.
from, man?
Two
Who's your
defensive
team?
Backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And
nobody can catch on my squad right now, man.
Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun.
Yeah, that's the end of the game. Yeah.
Have some of this.
I mean, he's celebrating like he ain't playing with an overpowered team. And I bet you $1 million he ain't even a Ravens fan. It's all good. So you a Chiefs and a Colts fan. How does that work? All right, y'all, I'm going to call it a night. Y'all be easy. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be on franchise mode alone. I decided on Wednesday, since that's the hardest day of my work week, I'm going to stream, but it's just going to be, you know, just franchise. Something slow I can take my time with. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.